And alright guys, what is going on? How are you doing? Welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. So in this one guys, you read the title, we are speaking about the one skill or one quality or characteristic you need to thrive in this modern digital world, or really just the world in general, especially though right now, hence why I say the modern digital world, okay? This is what I've noticed myself, what I continuously try to implement myself, although tricky at times, and I know it will help you guys. So that one skill, characteristic, quality that you need to thrive, and I honestly mean this, if you can just do this one thing, you know, this isn't just a little clickbait, like I'm serious, if you can just do this one thing, I truly believe you'll be okay. And that one thing is adaptation. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You just have to be willing to adapt. That's it. Video done. All right, I'll see you guys next week. I'm kidding. Yeah, guys, to be able to adapt. And now, why do I say this? Why of all things, David? Wouldn't it be tenacity or, you know, courage and this and discipline and yada, yada, yada? Yes, to an extent, absolutely. And those are all amazing things. But I think they all come back to number one, which is adaptation. Okay. A really cool little quote that is initially coming to mind as I look at these trees here is, you think of a storm. Okay, it's kind of snowing outside. The weather's been kind of all over the place. You think of a storm, like a massive windstorm, okay? Now you have trees and you have little blades of grass. So let's look at a tree, all right? Now in the windstorm, if trees try to be super strong and stoic and, you know, tenacious and just rigid, right? They're staying, which seemingly on paper may be a good thing to have amazing fortitude like that. But if you're a tree and you just chill and you're not moving regardless of the storm, what happens? Those trees snap in half. Right? Whereas if you look at the little tiny blade of grass, if you guys go for walks in the forest, I'm not making this up, like you clearly know this, it's an analogy, but this is very true. When you look at little tiny blades of grass, right? What do? They go with the flow, they adapt. If the storm's coming this way, they go this way. If the storm's coming this way, they go this way. They go back, they go up, they go down. They're literally moving with the storm because they're not trying to be rigid. Does that make sense? And because of that, what happens? They look even better. They get a little wash. They're beautiful, they're perfect. And that is essentially the one characteristic or skill that all of us need to have. All of us creators, everyone watching this video. It's adaptation. It's literally that. It's that simple. You know, to give you guys a bit more context, I've been on YouTube for about 4 years now, close to about 500 videos I have made. Now, seemingly, that may, you know, look bad on paper, or it may look good on paper. You know, maybe it looks like I've failed, or maybe it looks like I've had a bunch of tenacity and I've continued to go. They're both fine, but really the reality of it is just I've continued to adapt. It's why I haven't given up, right? With 500 videos, you'd think at the level I'm at, of just over about 1,000 subscribers, which I'm super thankful for, you'd think I would have given up. The reason I haven't is simply just because of adaptation. It's that simple. And anything in life, you know. So, where am I going with this? Bringing it full circle. I never script these. I truly believe, and this is actually awesome because in a podcast I did with Gabe, my buddy Gabriel Davenport, which is on the Creator Chats podcast, always linked down below. It's a complete different YouTube channel. We were talking about following your passion, following your purpose, really just moving forward in life. And we were speaking of, or at least my idea was, I don't think you can fail on your purpose or your passion or following your dreams. Like, I don't think you can fail. I think it's actually impossible to fail if you continue to adapt. Right. If you guys want to see the whole podcast, I'll link that down below. You can check that out. It was really cool. But essentially, if you can adapt like a GPS, you know, if you type in a little jot note, whatever, a little destination, boop, on the GPS, done. You can take 1,000 wrong turns at any point in the journey, and it will still reroute you, right? So if you're going up here and you know what, hey, screw it, I'm going back here. If you just continue to adapt, you will eventually make it. Positive, and I mean that. I don't say that to sound motivational or to fluff you guys up. I truly do not think you can fail at following your dreams or following what you want to pursue. I don't think you can if you adapt, right? So I'm gonna finish it there. I'm not gonna go too into depth. We can all relate with this and feel this in different ways. So I'll finish it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope it helped. Go adapt yourself, make the move, take the risk. You're gonna be good. You're just rerouting, and you will end up at that final destination sooner or later. I promise. We're in the same boat. Thanks, guys. Talk to you next video. With that, peace.